Hello and welcome to News Review once again from our home studios. We are in lockdown like many millions of other people, but we are still bringing you the headlines in News Review. Catherine is in another part of London, but by the magic of technology we are together. Hi Catherine.
Hi Neil, hi everyone. Yes, working from home again, and today's story comes from Germany, where a very big festival has been cancelled.
Okay, well I wonder what that can be. Let's find out from this BBC News report.
You can perhaps understand why the authorities have made this call. If you've been to Oktoberfest, you'll know that those people pack into huge decorated tents. They sit side by side at trestle tables, drinking beer and eating German food while listening to German brass bands. The authorities have simply taken the view that it would be far too great a risk to public health to let it continue.
Yes, the biggest beer festival in the world and also the most well-known has been cancelled. Obviously, lots of people sitting right next to each other in a tent drinking beer is not very good for social distancing. So the event is off.
Okay, well you've been looking at this story and you have picked out 3 words and expressions that we can use to talk about it. What have you got?
Yes, we have iconic, bitter pill and scrapped.
Iconic, bitter pill and scrapped. So let's start then with your first headline, please.
And we're going to the United States first. The headline is from WHIO-TV7 and it reads, Coronavirus, Germany cancels iconic Oktoberfest amid pandemic.
Iconic, very famous, represents an idea.
Yes, ICONIC. And if something is iconic, it's really well known and it represents a classic of a particular group. So for example, if you think about world monuments all over the world, Neil, which one springs to mind immediately?
Oh, well, probably the Eiffel Tower.
Yes, the Eiffel Tower. A lot of people know this. It's an iconic world monument. So it's very, very well known. It's also iconic of Paris. You know, if you think of Paris, you think of the Eiffel Tower. So something that's iconic, very well known, it's classic, and it really represents that particular group that it belongs to. So when it comes to beer festivals, the Oktoberfest in Germany is known very, very well around the world. Lots of people go to it. Lots of visitors go to it. You can. What do you think of when you think Oktoberfest, Neil? What's the image in your mind?
I think of huge litre glasses, Stein of beer, and those brass bands playing, and sausages.
And sausages. Yes. So it's really well known because of its, not because of it, the way it is, the things people do, its reputation, images around it. So something that's iconic really represents its class, if you like.
Now there's a sort of religious component to this word as well, isn't there? From that word icon, which is in the adjective iconic.
Yes, now the Oktoberfest isn't about religion. I don't think it has religious connotations, but in religious terms, an icon is a statue or a picture of a very important religious figure, often a saint. So again, it's this idea of representing something of importance. And there's another use of icon as well, just the noun icon, I-C-O-N. Neil, if you look at your computer, Can you see any icons?
Oh yes, my desktop is covered in icons. There's one that I click on for my email. There's one that I click on to open a web browser.
Yeah, what does it look like, your web browser icon?
Well, it's a kind of symbol that represents the thing that will happen when I click on it.
Right, yes. So you've got a paintbrush that represents changing the colour of things, haven't you? Little paintbrush symbol.
That's right, yeah.
And other icons?
Yeah, I can see how much battery is left from a little battery icon.
Little battery icon, yeah. So icons are also symbols, this idea of representing something on your computer that show you what each function does when you click on the icon. So useful word icon.
Yes, it is. And let's have a summary of that useful word. Now time for our second headline, please, Catherine.
Yes, we're now going to The Guardian in the UK. The headline, Bitter Pill. Bavaria cancels Oktoberfest over fears of coronavirus spread.
Bitter pill. Unpleasant but necessary.
Yes. Now, Neil, taste. Let's talk about taste. What's your favourite flavour of things? What do you like to eat?
Well, I suppose I like sweet or savoury things.
Yes.
You know, things that make your mouth water.
Yes, sweets, chocolate,
Yeah. Things that put a smile on your face when you eat them.
cheese.
Love it.
Yes. Okay. Because they've got nice, sweet, savoury flavours. But the opposite of sweet is a very unpleasant taste, isn't it? If something is bitter.
It's kind of bitter, sour. If you imagine the expression on someone's face when they sink their teeth into a lemon,
Yeah.
it's not a pleasant experience, and it's not a...
Do your bitter face, Neil.
I've just done it.
Okay.
Yes.
Very good. Yes. Bitter, B-I-T-T-E-R, refers to a taste or flavour that's very unpleasant. Now, pill, Neil, as well. Do you like taking pills?
Well, I wouldn't say I like taking them, but what they do is make you feel better, generally, even if you dislike the experience.
Yes, P-I-L-L is it's a medicine that comes in tablet form. Another word for pill is tablet. And you take this medicine even though you don't like the taste often because it has a benefit or because you have to take it. So I remember when I was small, Neil, when I needed some kind of tablets, my mum used to crush them up and mix them with jam.
Yeah.
To make me eat them because I didn't like the taste. The taste of the pills was bitter. It was a bitter pill. So it made me better. I knew I had to eat it, but I didn't like it. A bitter pill is something that you have to do, but you don't like doing it, essentially.
Yeah, and your example there was a literal example. We use it figuratively. For example, perfect example at the moment, this lockdown is a bitter pill.
Yes, so there are a lot of things that we're having to do right now. We don't like doing them, but we have to do them because in these cases often it's a health and safety thing. So a bitter pill, the expression a bitter pill or a bitter pill to swallow means that something you don't want to do it, but you have to, either because it will have a benefit or because you have no alternative. It's not what you want to do, but you have to do it.
Okay, well, let's have a summary of that word bitter pill. If you would like to see another story that contains that sense of a bitter pill, something you have to do even if you don't want to, we have one for you, don't we, Catherine?
We do. Now, this one is about combating the effects of global warming. It's saying that rich countries must pay more to stop global warming to help poor countries. Some people say that's a bitter pill. To see more, click the link.
Okay, brilliant. Now, time for our final headline, please.
And our last headline comes from Radio France International. It reads, Germany's Oktoberfest scrapped over virus in blow to beer industry.
Scrapped, not continued, cancelled.
Yes, C-R-A-P-P-E-D, pronunciation scrapped. Interestingly, it's a T sound at the end, scrapped.
Yes, that's right. Now, to scrap something, what does that mean?
If you scrap something, you get rid of it because you no longer need it or it's no longer fit for purpose. You can't use it anymore, usually because it's old or broken. So you might have a piece of equipment in your kitchen that no longer works. You don't want it anymore. You can't do anything with it. So you scrap it. You throw it away, maybe to the recycling, but it's gone because it's useless. It doesn't work anymore. So that's when you scrap something as a verb. The adjective and the past simple form are scrapped. So you can scrap things, literal objects that don't work anymore or you don't want them anymore. You can also scrap plans or ideas. If you scrap a plan, you had a plan, but you've decided not to do it anymore, usually because it's no longer possible. You had an idea that we had to scrap, didn't you, Neil? I remember it very well.
People may remember that I was obsessed with this idea of developing an English course for cats.
English for Cats. Episode 1 went down like a lead balloon.
We made
And we
one episode
scrapped.
and nobody liked it, and so we scrapped it.
We scrapped it. We scrapped the rest of English for Cats. Never mind, Neil. It was fun while it lasted.
I liked it. Okay, let's have a summary of that word, scrapped. Time now for a summary of the words we've looked at today, please.
Yes, we had iconic, very famous, representing a particular idea. Bitter pill, unpleasant but necessary. Scrapped, not continued or cancelled.
Why not test yourself on this vocabulary? There's a quiz on our website, bbclearningenglish.com. Goodbye, stay safe.
Bye.